Look, if you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment,
I know it's been a really long time.
would you capture it?
But as you can see, the
Just let it
background has
slip.
changed. That's because I have moved. Since I did my last video, I moved. A lot of things happened. Blah 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 blah. Sometime in the next week, I'll get a video done of my new place. There's been a ton of changes since I did my last video. And one of those changes is what this video is about. And that is, I am no longer doing KIIP classes in person. I now do my KIIP classes online. So let's talk about the difference between the in-person class and taking a class online. In person, there's like 30 people in class that you start out with. And in my case, the class shrunk down to about 12 people. So like half disappeared before the end of the class. When you do an online class, it is limited to 9 people. So there's less likelihood that people are going to disappear. Plus it's online and it's every day. It's 2 hours a day, Monday through Friday. That's really nice. That's much better, in my opinion, than going one day a week on a Saturday or Sunday and sitting there for 8 hours. It's very difficult to sit and study for 8 hours straight. And looking at the KIIP program, as far as their online classes go at this point, they do have from level 1 through level 5 available online. That's awesome. The other thing about the online classes that I like is you are forced to speak. Every single class, you are forced to speak. So if you have a fear of speaking, get over it. You have no choice. You have to speak every single day. So there's that. Then, like you're forced to do your homework. When you go to the in-person class, in many cases, the instructor doesn't check your homework because there's, 30 of you, and it would take forever to check that homework. So they just don't. Whereas when there's 9 people in your online class, your instructor is going to check your homework, and if you did something incorrect, they're going to fix it and send it back to you. So I do appreciate that, even though initially I was like, you do know that I'm an adult with a job and other responsibilities, so homework? This is a free class. But deep down inside, I really like homework. What can I say? I'm a nerd. I like learning. So I was very excited, actually, to get my homework back. And there was minimal red on there. If it's just I used the wrong particle, oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But it sticks now because I have to do this every day. That's the other thing that's great about the online program is it's Monday through Friday, 2 hours a day. It's so much easier to learn something in 2 hours a day than to have to go and sit for 8 hours straight on a Saturday or Sunday and try and focus for 8 hours and learn something. Oh my gosh, not to mention, you've got to get there. And classes start at 9 a.m. There are some people who had to ride the bus for an hour or longer to get to class. I was one of those people where I had to be on the bus at 8 a.m. so I could get to my second bus stop before 8:30 because that second bus came anywhere between like 8:20 and 8:30, sometimes between 8:15 and 8:30. Even though the bus is supposed to run on the schedule, they kind of do their own thing sometimes. So I had to get there at a certain time to make sure that I could catch that second bus to take me the rest of the way to school, right? With this, roll out of bed, put my headphones on, I'm good to go. Do I actually roll out of bed and just put my headphones on? No. Usually what happens is I run in the door from the gym, check my watch. Do I have enough time to take a shower? Okay. And then if I do, I take a shower, I get dressed, sit down, put my headphones on, and go. We are halfway through, I would say. No, we're actually a little more than halfway through the book because my class ends in 26 days. Hallelujah! Ooh, I can't wait for this class to be over so I can get to the next level. This time it's not for the students, it's the teacher. This teacher gets so much side eye from me, and not just me, but other people also. Let me just put it like this. There's 2 American people in the class. Most of the other people are from Vietnam, and there's 1 person from Kazakhstan. Just so happens that most of the Americans are female. Both of the Americans are black females. This heifer can't tell us apart. We clearly look different. Like, there are times when my hair is a different color. Like, my hair is completely a different color. She still can't tell us apart. She will send me a text message that is meant for the other person. So she apparently doesn't even know us by name, even though she calls us by name every day. What? Okay, the other thing. The other girl wears glasses every day. Every day, every day, every day. She wears glasses every day. I don't wear glasses every day. Sometimes when my eyes are really, really dry, yeah, I put on glasses, but our glasses are different. Not only that, but let's be really, really real, okay? I'm not thin. The other girl, her thin. Her real thin. I'm not thin. So you could at least be like, okay, the number 1 is a skinny one, and the big old fat 0, that's the other one. She can't even distinguish us like that. I'm like, what? What the what? Oh, so I can't wait to be done with this class. The other thing that's really awesome about taking the KIIP class online as of right now, because this is subject to change at any time because KIIP can do what they want to do. But as of right now, when you take your KIIP class online, your test is also online. Hallelujah! Because that takes away so much test anxiety. I know I'm going to pass this test the first time. We took our little midterm practice test, scored an 80% on it. And the only reason I got an 80% on that test is because I second guessed myself. I should have gone with my first answer, but I didn't. That's my fault. But I'm actually retaining things that I would not have been able to retain in the classroom setting because that 8 hours is just too long. So if you are thinking about what to do, take the online class if you have the discipline to do it, because you have to log in and be there every day. But everyday learning is so much more beneficial than once a week. It really is. So I highly, highly recommend the KIIP online program. Yeah, leaps and bounds online is better than in person. My in-person teacher was awesome. She's really great. This online heifer, she ain't all that. But, you know, I still got level 3, 4, 5 to go. And I'm not going to let anything hold me down. I'm going to keep going, do what I got to do. Because I need to hurry up and switch from this E to an F visa. Because F stands for freedom. And Lord of mercy, do I need freedom. Side note, the other thing that I have done to help with my listening, especially, and also to help me memorize words and do things more, is I use an app called uTalk. And uTalk is pretty cool. Basically, you get your vocabulary. It takes you through the vocabulary, and you kind of learn by games. Like there's a memory game, there's a recall game, there's an easy level, there's a hard level. So you've got to be able to recall what it was. And one of my issues right now is when someone says something to me, it takes me a minute. I have to stop, translate what they said. What do I want to say? Stop and think, stop and think, stop and think. Okay, I want to say this. Translate, 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 and then I say it. With uTalk, you don't have time to do that. You just say it. So it makes your recall of vocabulary come to you much, much faster. And I really appreciate that. Um, Within the next 2 weeks, I will also um, put up a video of me using uTalk so that you can see how the program works, how the recall works, and like that. It's really cool. I like it. I'll make sure that's some topic that I haven't done before so it doesn't look like I'm a genius. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's just how it is. And there are times when I am wrong. It took me forever to get doajuseo and butakeo. I'd see one picture and be like, doajuseo. Nope, that's butakeo. I don't know why I couldn't remember those two. I just couldn't remember those two. I got them mixed up. And they're very simple. They're so completely different. But I just couldn't get that recall right away. But now I can. And after I started using uTalk, I started understanding more TV. I know that sounds weird, but I did. I started understanding more TV. And I watch Korean TV, as much as possible just for the listening aspect. So uTalk has really helped with that. And like I said, whatever subject I pick, it'll be something that I haven't done at all with the uTalk program. So it's going to be the real live reaction for whatever happens. That'll be in the next 2 weeks. I will put a link below if you want to check out uTalk. I will let you know that it's going to send you to a Korean site because I'm in Korea. So it's going to send you to a uTalk site that's in Korean. If you go to the uTalk site that's in Korean using a Chrome browser and you ask Chrome to translate for you, there you go. Then you're going to get everything in English or whatever language you need. If you speak Korean but you want to learn English, you can use uTalk for that also. There's over 130 languages there. So what I plan to do is once I get my Korean where I need it to be, then after that, I'm going to go back and refresh my French. After I get my French back to where I can have a conversation just without thinking, then I'll go back and refresh my Spanish. I speak a lot of languages. I'm going to refresh my Italian. But they're all at different levels because I haven't used them for so long. So I want to get them all back to equal level because, it's kind of cool to be a polyglot and I want to be able to be a fully functional polyglot. That, I'll put a link to the KIIP program below. I will put a link to uTalk down below. I will put a link to my Instagram down below because I also sometimes take Instagram pictures of what I'm studying and things like that. So we'll all go on this language learning journey together. For everybody who's going into the KIIP program right now, congratulations. And if you can get an online class, please, please, please go for it. If you're going in to take your test, good luck. You can do it. And even if you get into level 0, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just go in, learn the basics, you get a good foundation, and go up from there. Don't quit. No matter how frustrated you get, no matter how difficult it may be for you, don't quit. Don't quit. You can do it. I'm also going to anyway, thanks so much for watching. Everybody have a good day, and I will make another video soon. Bye.
His whole back to these ropes, it don't matter, he's broke. He knows that, but he's broke. He's so stagnant, he knows when he goes back to this mobile home, that's when it's back to the lab again, yo. His whole